Why I care about helping people build a second plan? Something happened to me this morning that really made me think. So I had taken my children to the driving range, and while I was driving home, I noticed an elderly couple at the side of the road. The elderly gentleman had fallen over, so I stopped the car, ran across, and checked whether I could help. Thankfully, he wasn't seriously injured. He had a couple of scratches and was understandably shaken, but between his wife and me, we made sure he was safe and settled. I'm not telling you this because I want praise for stopping. I think most decent people would have done exactly the same thing. But as I drove away, it reminded me why I'm doing what I'm doing now. I genuinely care about helping people. I spend much of my working life serving others. I served in the South African Navy, then the Royal Fleet Auxiliary, and later worked in the NHS. Although the work I'm doing today is different, the reason behind it is very similar. I still want to help people. Now, that gentleman had probably spent most of his life getting up for work, paying his bills, supporting his family, and doing everything expected of him. Then, eventually, retirement arrives. We all hope that when it does, we will have enough money, security, and freedom to actually enjoy it, because that's why we do it. But hope isn't always a plan. That is something I've had to face in my own life. I left 3 different careers, and in doing so, I've also left behind 3 different pensions. I don't regret those decisions because many of them were made for my family. But they made me realize that I needed to take responsibility for creating another option for my future. That is why I began building Retirement Blueprint. Rebuild. Retirement Rebuild. Retirement Rebuild isn't about frightening people or promising overnight riches or success. It's about asking one honest question. When the day comes for you to stop working, will you have the choices you hoped you would have? Will you be able to spend time with your family, enjoy an occasional holiday, and deal with unexpected bills without panicking? Will you be able to help your children or grandchildren? Or could you find yourself financially trapped at the very time you should finally be enjoying life? I believe more people should have a second plan. Not necessarily to replace their job or their pension, but to build something alongside them. The second income stream. A business that can be built gradually at your own pace. Something that gives you more choices instead of relying completely on one employer, one wage, or one pension. That is why I'm working towards that myself. I'm still learning and building. I still have days when things feel difficult, confusing, or overwhelming. I'm not pretending that I have everything worked out, but I am taking action. And whenever I learn something useful, I want to share it with somebody who may be in the same position I was in. And I say was. Many people believe building an online business is only for young people, technical people, or people with thousands of followers. I don't believe that. Not for one bit. You don't need to know everything before you begin. You don't need to be perfect on camera, as you see, or pretend to be somebody you're not. You can start with your own story, your own experiences, and a genuine desire to help others. People don't need somebody shouting at them or pressuring them to buy something. They need guidance, support, and someone who understands what it feels like to be uncertain about the future. Helping that gentleman this morning reminded me that sometimes people simply need somebody to stop, notice them, and offer a hand. That is the type of business I want to build. I want to help people who feel trapped in a job they no longer enjoy. People approaching retirement who are wondering whether they have done enough, and people who know they need another income stream but have no idea where to begin. I can't promise to solve everything, but I can share what I'm learning, point people towards the training and support framework that's helping me, and show them that starting again is possible at any age. That is what retirement rebuild means to me. It isn't about becoming rich overnight. It is about building confidence, building choices, building security, and creating that second plan for the future while we still have the opportunity to do so. So, let me leave you with this question. Are you completely happy relying on the plan you currently have? Or is it time to start building a second one? Comment, help me, and I will get back to you as soon as I see the comment. Bye bye, and enjoy your rest of your day.